Okay, now on this one, we have one side that's all about Billy and his candles for his birthday, and on the other side, it's about Jules and her walking to school. So we're going to start with, I think I want to start with Jules. So you're going to need a yellow crayon today again. You're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need 2 colored crayons, any 2 colors that you want. So today I'm going to pick 2 different colors that I didn't use before just because it makes it more fun, right? So I'm going to choose those colors. Okay, so go ahead and get that out so you're ready to go. Yellow crayon, 2 other colors, and a pencil. And I do kind of talk fast as I'm going through this, but if you need to, you can always pause it and get caught up. Okay, so we have one math problem that we're going to solve using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to solve it. So let's read it first. Jules walked 3 blocks, I'm going to circle that 3, to school each day. She walked 3, another 3 blocks home each day. How many blocks did Jules walk each day? So I'm going to use my yellow and see if I can highlight any clues that are going to tell me if I should be adding or subtracting. So she walks 3 blocks to school each day. Maybe each day. She walked 3 blocks home each day. Not a lot of clues here. How many blocks did Jules walk each day? Wow, there's not a lot of clues there, so we really have to think. Each day doesn't help us too much. So she walks 3 blocks to school. Sometimes I read it more than once to see if I can figure out if I'm going to add or subtract. So if she walks 3 blocks to school, she walks 3 blocks home from school, and we want to find out how many she does all together. So then we're going to be adding. Okay, that one was a little bit harder to figure out. We have a number path first. So one color for the first number, 3. So she walks 3 blocks to school. And then when she walks home, obviously, she's going to walk 3 blocks because now she's going home. So how many blocks does she walk total? She walks 6 blocks total. That's the number we ended up on. What about a 10 frame? Let's go over here and do the 10 frame next. 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And then she walks home 3 blocks, and I always start with the next empty box on my 10 frame. I don't start on a new line. I have to fill them all in first. 1, 2, now I can go to the new line. 3, so I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right next to the box that I put my last counter in, I'm going to put the 6. Now I'm going to do my number line. I'm going to jump, I'm going to hop like a bunny to the number 3. 1, 2, 3. And then she walks home 3. So I'm going to, even though it seems like it should go the other way because she's walking home, we're still trying to find out how many blocks she walks total. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and that brings us to the number 6. Okay, now I get to make a picture. So I have to have something that just shows how many blocks. So I'm just going to make, I just might make a box, why not? Or a little blurb, something that just means 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then now she walks 3 more when she goes home. 1, 2, 3. You can use whatever you want for your picture. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks total. Okay, then I've got my number bond. So I have a part and a part. I'm trying to find out what the whole is. So my part and my part are the small circles. So I'm going to put 1 part in 1 small circle, my other part in the other small circle, and now I know that my whole goes in the big circle. Okay? And then now I'm going to do my equation. So I need to have a plus sign and my equal sign. So my parts go with the plus sign. Part plus part. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. Part and part equals whole. So my answer is 6. After all of that, we found that out many times. 6, but I can't just leave the 6 by itself. I need to say 6 what? What is it that we were trying to find out? 6 blocks. So I need to write out the whole word blocks. And it's up here in this story problem more than once. So I can just look up there and then look back down. Look up, look back down. 6 blocks. Okay? And you can pause it if you need to get caught up. I went fast kind of on purpose because I don't want this video to be forever, but you can easily just press pause or have a parent help you. So on the back, same thing, we're going to read it and highlight. Billy had 10 candles. There's a number, so I'm going to circle it. On his birthday cake, he blew out 5 of the candles on his first try. How many more candles does Billy have to blow out? So I'm going to get my yellow crayon. And you know what? Even if you know the answer right away, I know a lot of you are really good with numbers and you know the answer. The reason why we do this in practice with small numbers, so that when we get to really big numbers that are more challenging, you'll have all these different ways to help you solve your problem. Billy had 10 candles on his birthday cake. There aren't any words there that are giving us any clues on what to do. But then it says he blew out. If you're blowing something out, it's going away, isn't it? So I'm going to highlight blew out. He blew out 5 of the candles on his first try. It's pretty good. How many more candles? So how many more candles does Billy have to blow out? And we're going to do blow out. Okay, so he starts with 10. So I'm going to use another color just because. So I'm going to do all the way to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are all the candles. Well, then he blows out 5 on the first try even. So I'm going to take another crayon that's a different color. I don't want him to get confused and use the same color. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, I know that the answer is 5. Can't really see it because I used a dark crayon. So there are 5 left. Okay, but I want to show that in each one of these strategies. So I'm going to use the same color again, and this time I'm going to do 10 in I'm going to do stars. In my 10 frame, I'm going to put 10 in my 10 frame, so that means I'm going to fill up the whole thing. Whole thing. Why do I have to do this if I know the answer? Well, I told you, so you get used to the strategy and how to do the strategy. So now I need to get rid of 5 because he blew them out on the first try. So I'm going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so that you can see that there are, 5 left. Now I get to go on my number line. So I'm going to go, I'm going to hop like a bunny all the way to number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 candles. But he's going to blow out 5 of them. So now I need to go back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I end up with 5 left. All right. This is really easy, isn't it? So now I'm going to draw a picture. And actually, I think it'd be kind of fun to do a birthday cake. So I am going to do a purple birthday cake where I'm going to make a really wide oval like that. Watch how I do this. And then I'm going to put a line down there and a line down there. And then I'm going to put a plate. Actually, it looks like a hat, doesn't it? Oh, well, I'm not an artist. And then I'm going to make my 10 candles. So I'm not going to put a lot of time into it, but you might want to. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure I can see all 10. And then if you really wanted to, you can put a little fire on them. A little orange, a little yellow. But then he's going to blow out 5. So, boom, 5 are going to go gone. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Maybe I'll just cross off the flame, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretend like he blew those babies out. And that means I'm going to have 5 left. There's my 5. We're almost done. Number bond. We have our whole number. That's the 10. So we need to put our 10 here. That's how many he started with. He blew out 5. So I'm going to put 5 as one of my parts. So that means however many are left is the other part, which is going to be 5, because I know that part, whole. Okay? I know I'm going fast. I'm sorry. Just pause it so you can get to each section of this paper. The last part's the equation. We're always going to start a subtraction problem with the whole. So I'm going to put a whole 10 minus, we're going to subtract with to put the minus sign, how many he blew out. He blew out 5. 10 minus 5 equals, and then there's 5 left. So we have whole, part. Okay? And then our answer is how many did he have to blow out? How many more were left? There were 5. Okay? But we can't just say 5 and leave it alone. We could actually say 5 more if you wanted to, or you could say 5 candles. I think I'm going to put 5 more candles. I'm going to write both. 5 more candles. And you can see the more is up here, and so is the word candles. So that's how you can check to make sure your spelling is correctly written, or you can just look at what I did. And you can pause it so that you don't have to write super fast like I did. Okay, so that's both sides. You did these different strategies for both of them. Great job. And turn in both sides. Okay, and you've got until next week to do this. Next Wednesday. That's a whole week to do both of these papers. I think you can handle that. All right. Thank you.